this country to have the federal people making the decisions they make based on politics.
Yeah, based on politics. That's right. Lou Holtz, like I said, I'm not a football fan per se, that's for sure. But I have always been a fan of Lou Holtz.
He's one of the greats. By the way, you're there in Tennessee, you got to be a Vols fan. I'm a Vols fan. You're just not as listen, Lou Holtz is one of the greats, and he's definitely one of the greatest coaches ever. But what a great man. And in the Fed. I mean, we just need to end the Fed. They mess it up all the time.
Yep.
They do not do what's right. It is a political organization. It has been absurd for decades now. Everyone's saying the independence of the Fed. We need to. Yeah, it's so independent that it's spending $2.7 billion on a remodel of an already built government building. They spent more money than a lot of stadiums that have been built in the last 20 years. It's absolutely crazy. And yeah, there's every reason for rates to go down. By the way, I don't think rates need to go down to 1% like Donald Trump thinks, and we'll disagree on that. But there's no doubt that they are way above what they need to be in the market right now. So Lou Holtz is 100% correct. It's a great taste of wisdom there from a good man.
Yeah, indeed it is. All right. Let's see. The Congress is out of session. President Trump is overseas. I don't know when he's coming back. He's got a beautiful new golf course over there, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And he played a round of golf in Scotland. Have you ever played that course, by the way?
Never been to Scotland. I really do want to. I've been to England, but not to Scotland.
I guess here is Eric Trump. I think Eric Trump is filming as his dad was landing in Scotland. There we go.
What I want him to do is let Turnberry be on WGT Golf. I do play that game every once in a while.
Oh, do you?
Oh, yeah. Love it.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. So where is President Trump tonight? Do you know?
I do not know. I apologize. I should check.
No, I don't know where he is either. I have no idea where he's at. Here we go.
He's out winning somewhere. We know that wherever he is right now, he's winning.
Yeah, he is. Here he is. Here's a new clip. Here's a new clip. Here we go.
What they've done is so bad for this country. And it really started right at the 2016 election. And there's a difference when you know it and when you know it and it's all written down for you. I mean, it's all there. It's right there. The orders, the memos, the whole thing is right there.
Were you surprised when you saw it all laid out?
I would have thought they maybe would have thrown it out. I don't know. They handed it. They say, put this in highly classified. It was in highly classified, in areas that normally you wouldn't get to. But I guess when you put it in there, it's a file, right? And they got to it. And it's unbelievable. When you read it, it's unbelievable. A real hoax, it's a real hoax. If they would devote their time to winning elections or if they devote their time to greatness, making America great again, it would be because there's a certain genius to it, but it's also sick.
Yes.
I mean, they're sick. And you look at Hillary Clinton, you look at all of the terrible things with the Steele dossier, and you know it better. Nobody's covered it better than you, to be honest with you. I mean, you're sitting here so innocently talking to me like, I said it's wonderful. You know the story better than I do. But it's incredible. It's all there now. It's in writing. And Tulsi's done a great job. There were some people that really wanted Tulsi. They thought she was going to do a fantastic job. And when you look, a lot of people would not have found it. They wouldn't have found it to be politically correct to find it. Okay. It would be easier not to.
And she's tough.
And she's tough and she's smart. And she did. She went deep into the files and she found it. And what it says is just terrible. And look, this was an attempted coup. It was a failed coup. I mean, I get to be, here we are, him talking as president of the United States. So you almost say, how did it happen?
Wow. Yeah. But don't hold your breath. I just don't know how much justice we're going to see. But there's the latest clip on that. I think the president will be back at the White House this evening, by the way.
Well, by the way, I was talking with someone with some knowledge today. The specific papers that Tulsi Gabbard initially rolled out were not themselves classified. They were stuck in classified documents. That's how she found them. I'm convinced that they will get a lot of this information out. I'm told that Mike Waltz is working through the Durham files right now, and whatever annex those Durham papers were in, and they're working, and Donald Trump said to declassify them, and they're working on that. I do believe that they'll bring it out. They have to bring it out. If they do not, we don't have hope for the future of this country. We have got to reveal this. Now, let's just also keep in mind, every one of us knew that this is what was going on. It was evident from the outset. The problem was that we, until Donald Trump came on the scene, had a situation in this country where people, even after Watergate, when everyone started to distrust the government, people still trusted the authority of the government and the fact that, we can't see all the classified information, but they're telling us what's in it. They were lying to us from the outset. We knew that they were rigging things up in terms of the accusations that they were making about Donald Trump. We knew none of them were true. When the Steele dossier was released, everyone knew that was a bunch of crap, not true at all. All of this we've known the entire time. The problem is that they were using their power as federal officials and then subsequently former federal officials to say that they had knowledge. You had Adam Schiff constantly saying, well, I've seen it. It's definitely there. The proof's there. We're not able to reveal it yet. That was a lie. They lie enough, and they've had enough people in the media willing to lie to them that the truth didn't come out. The truth is coming out. But here's the one concern I have. You have a concern whether they'll roll it out. I think they will roll it out. My concern is this. The left-wing media is not covering this hardly at all. Probably to a point where most Americans haven't heard what's going on unless they got on social media. And those people are not yet convinced of it, although it's filtering out somewhat. But there are a lot of people in this country that don't know that the evidence is absolutely real because everyone's talking in their bubble on the left and in Democrat circles and perpetuating the lies that were there. Now, eventually, I think it will get through to people, but it hasn't yet settled in. And if they do roll out more papers, there's no way to avoid really being forthright and honest with the truth. The mainstream media won't, because they bought into perpetuating the lie, and they don't want to look like fools. Jake Tapper just tried that recently about Barack Obama's capabilities, and he fell flat on his face. Everyone rejected him, and I don't think that anyone wants that sting, so it's still a challenge, but it is there. We know it's the fact. And one last thing. Barack Obama probably does have a lot of the immunities Donald Trump got, but he doesn't have this one immunity, and that's treason. Now, that's going to be very hard to prove and maybe even unlikely to prove in a court of law, but he is not immune from committing treason. And I believe that many of the things that they were doing fall to that level. There are definitely a lot of laws that were broken by utilizing government resources to obtain political outcomes. That is criminal. There are both jail terms and fines related to that, and those need to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. John Brennan, James Comey, James Clapper, all those people need to go down on this because they were complicit. Susan Rice, all of them.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, so I think we have a rant that went on the floor of the Senate. I thought the Senate was out of session. Did they come back in for a few minutes or something?
They've been in still through the week, I found out.
Huh. But not the House.
Not the House. No, they are gone.
All right. Well, here's, I think, one of your favorite guys, Cory Booker. You love him, don't you?
No comment.
here's
Well,
Cory.
no, I will comment here in a moment, but go ahead.
Here's Cory Booker. I say, gonna be a boring show tonight. Just not commenting on politics.
I'm going to wail on him in a moment, yeah.
Okay, here we go.
The Democratic Party needs a wake-up call. I see law firms bending a knee to this president, not caring about the larger principles, that those free speech rights, that you could take on any client. Why are you bending the knee? I see universities that should be bastions of free speech bending at the knee to this president. I see businesses taking late-night talk show hosts off the air because they dare to insult a president. I see people who want mergers suddenly think that they have to pay tribute to this president. And what are the very people here elected to defend the Constitution of the United States saying, oh, well, today, let's look the other way and pass some resources that won't go to Connecticut, that won't go to Illinois, that won't go to New York, that will go to the states he likes. That is complicity with an authoritarian leader who is trashing our Constitution. It's time for Democrats.
When did these guys, before I continue, when did these guys ever give no balls, chance
Concern
in Hades to the Constitution? When did they ever care? When did they ever care about the Constitution after the 4 years of the Biden regime ripping it up? When did these guys ever care? I just find it so ironic. Here we go.
A backbone. It's time for us to fight. It's time for us to draw lines. And when it comes to the safety of my state being denied these grants, that's why I'm standing here. Don't question my integrity. Don't question my motives. I'm standing for Jersey. I am standing for my police officers. I'm standing for the Constitution.
Wait a minute. Isn't that the party that was the whole, defund the police party? This guy's an idiot. This guy is an actor. Okay, don't you think this is all acting? Come on, this has got to be total acting. He goes out those big double doors to his aides. How'd I do? Was that a good act? That's my opinion. I think he's an actor and he knows it.
And I'm standing for what's right. And dear God, if you want to come at me that way, you're going to have to take it up with me. Because there's too much on the line right now in America. As people's due process rights and freedom of the speech.
Wait a minute. Excuse me. Where was he when Jay Sixers? Where was he when Jay Sixers were rotting in jail for 4 years, just a few blocks down the street? This guy is.
Or Donald Trump, or going after Donald Trump full bore. It's crazy.
And secret police are running around this country.
You mean the secret police? They were literally, these Democrats were setting up hotlines for people to call if your family had too many people at a house or your neighbors. The secret police knocking down the doors of people. The secret police wiretapping Americans, wiretapping President Trump. This guy, I think he's so much of a Romans 1 fool. I don't think he even realizes that he's actually speaking about his own party.
Picking people up off the streets who have a legal right to be here. There's too much going on.
Who has a legal right to be here that's being picked up on the streets? Give me an example. Who?
Not one illegal immigrant. They're all breaking the law.
That's right.
This country.
Legal right.
When are we going to stand together?
What does that mean?
For principles that I just heard that were agreed with. When are we going to stand together? If we don't stand as Democrats, we deserve to lose.
I'm a little concerned that button there is going to pop and someone's going to lose an eye. That's very dangerous right there. That's a loaded jacket. Going to be a projectile pretty quick if someone's not careful.
If we stand united, if we stand strong, if we stand with other people, if we tell with a chorus of conviction in America what this president is doing is wrong, if we stand up and speak that way, dear God, we will win. Like all of those people that are ancestors who joined hands together and said, we shall overcome. No, not on my watch.
We shall overcome. Because they were trying to overcome largely policies that have been put in by the Democrat Party. Jim Crow laws, all kinds of other things. And of course, let's not forget, LBJ had to reach across the aisle to get the Republicans to help him pass the Civil Rights Acts because the Democrats. Right. This guy is he really is an idiot, or he's just a really good actor. What do you think?
Well, first of all, the determined tone, and we're good, and I need everything. that sort of thing is what's passed off as debate, and it's not. So that goes. It's boy cried wolf. They've been screaming and yelling like this, and the American people rejected them. And I mean, it can always come back. People can be fooled, but I don't think they are at this stage. But Cory Booker epitomizes what I've been saying for a long time. It scares me who we elect to Congress. And the people that we elect to Congress, not all of them, there is a small percentage that are good quality people, but more than half of people we elect to Congress are either truly dumb or entirely corrupt. And I think Cory Booker is really dumb, and he's too dumb to be corrupt, though he's also corrupt. That's the problem with people like him. Let's just look at the rational base of this. First of all, what made him the watchman on the wall? Not on my watch? Like, what does that mean? You're one of 100 senators and one of 435 members of Congress, or 535 members of Congress. Like, okay, whatever. You're not the watchman. You're not convincing anyone with your stern voice and raised voice. You are not Spartacus. Like, Spartacus actually led a real rebellion that almost won and had substance to it. You are just some piddly senator from New York who thinks you're really worth something, who you haven't accomplished anything. You've only been a politician all your life, and you're going to preach to the American people. Listen, there is a real problem in the Democrat Party, and it's similar in politicians, even on the GOP side. But there's a real problem in the Democrat Party of somehow thinking that they can call Donald Trump Hitler, call him an authoritarian dictator, all they want, and that's somehow going to get through to people. They did try that. They've been working on it for 10 years, really more than 10 years, but definitely with urgency the last 10 years. It hasn't worked. 52% of the people in this country voted for Donald Trump last year. He won a massive landslide in the Electoral College. The American people spoke very clearly. They don't believe anything that Cory Booker's saying. On the other side of this is what Donald Trump is actually doing. And I should have pulled up my list before I got on. Maybe I'll do it along the way. But, Donald Trump is right now resetting world trade in a very positive way. People are having to admit to it. Even Bill Maher admitted to this, that the trade thing seems to be working. I mean, and he said, maybe I'll be wrong. It'll change later. But he said he was totally against it. And he thinks it's working now. It is working because the people like Cory Booker or his predecessors, he's too dumb and too short in Congress to amount to much. But people who are his predecessors, his fellow Democrats right there in that chamber, and even some Republicans, set up our trade system such that the United States was losing constantly, that authoritarian countries like China were getting all the benefits on the international stage, and we were taking all the problems. We were absorbing every bit of problems. People were taking our money through tariffs, shutting up their markets to us, and Donald Trump has changed that. Just that one thing alone is going to do something to lift all boats here in the United States and frankly around the world. I mean, the untold story of these tariff deals, that like the EU one, which is totally lopsided in our direction, even Democrat economists are admitting this, it totally lopsided in our direction, but at the end of the day, all boats are going to rise internationally because we set the standard for economic freedom, for innovation. Not even China, which has a lot of innovation in it, has the kind of innovation we do. When you see these videos of cities in China that have these really cool machines and they're delivering things with drones, and you can go and some vending machine and it seems so amazing. Listen, they do not have, that's just really cool looking stuff. There's no real innovation happening there. All the innovation is happening right here in the United States. We set that standard. It's going to drive the world economy up, and it's going to cause countries like China to go into the background, and those that are worse, because they're not going to have the same position we do. In fact, China doesn't have the position that they claim they have. Donald Trump understands why America is great. He is pushing American values around the world. Everyone knows our values are superior to countries around the world. Not that they're perfect. We're no perfect country, but they are superior. They are the things that bring success to people's lives. Every citizen around the world is aware of this at some level, and Donald Trump is asserting it. He is one of the strongest leaders on the international stage in American history, and he's going to go down as such. And this is a fantastic time, and Cory Booker is a little piddly, whiny brat on the floor of the Senate, thinking he's so important because he's an elected senator, and elected members of Congress aren't important at all.
You know? All right. Help me out here, Jim, because I know you're a pop culture, expert. You keep up on all the pop culture. Can you tell me who this chick is? It's in the jeans ad. Who is she? Who is the chick? Who is she? The one
Sweeney. What's her first
Sweeney.
name? Yeah. Sydney
Logan?
Sweeney.
Okay.
And,
see, I told you were.
and-
Now, I don't know a thing about her. Who is she? And why are people freaking out?
Well, here's why they're freaking out. She's done some acting, and it's actually been, halfway decent acting. She's had some success at that, but she's a really beautiful young girl, and she's blonde. She's, to be candid, people talk about her being big chested, and she's got a shapely body, and that's what she's known for, because she wears these low cut things. And I mean, I think it's a little shallow in a sense, but she doesn't seem to be all that shallow woman in general.
But so the bottom line is she's a woman and white?
And white and beautiful. And she talked about these are great genes. And people are twisting this into some sort of Nazi eugenics thing.
Oh, you mean like genes, like GENES?
Yeah. She says these are good. I have
correctly?
good genes.
Yeah.
So it's a double entendre. She's saying I have good genes. And so they're trying to make it out.
Did they do this when Brooke Shields was modeling genes?
They did not. They did not. And Brooke Shields ads for jeans are in fact, they copied a little bit of it, because there's a picture of Brittany Sweeney putting on her jeans. You don't see anything, nude or anything, but she buttons and zips up her jeans on her back. That's exactly what Brooke Shields did when she was selling Calvin Klein jeans back in the day. Listen, it's such a double standard. It's just another attempt by the left-wing media to try to make Donald Trump to be out like Hitler or something. And these people are so insane.
Let's see what this woman has to say. I have no idea what this chick's
Oh, this is an amazing video.
Oh, you've seen it already?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. I haven't. I have no idea what's about to be said. I just want to hear it.
Don't forget to boycott American Eagle for their racist shit online, talking about blue jeans and white people. Boycott American Eagle. Boycott the shit out of them. Boycott American Eagle. Do not buy them. And cancel this person, Miss Sweeney. Cancel for her being racist, for doing Nazi propaganda. Cancel American Eagle.
And I don't know. It's kind of hard. I'm not for everybody suing everybody for whatever they say, but wow, what is this gal? What has she had to come out and say? Has she come out and say anything?
Brittany Sweeney?
Yeah.
No, she's just doing the ads.
No,
she's
she
smart.
come out and say anything about the fact everybody's attacking her?
No, I mean, as far as I know, she hasn't, and she may have. But no, she's just doing the thing. Listen, yes, their stock price at American Eagle is going crazy.
I think that's their new model, what I hear. It's just rumors. Rumors are about to sign a deal.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's a great marketing campaign. It's having the effect for American Eagle that the Michael Jordan shoes had for Nike, because she's really a phenomenon in terms of what people follow in the culture. And this is hilarious. Oh
wow. What's this one, Logan? Logan's going to show us that one. What's that one, Logan?
They're saying
Eagle Outfitters. What are they saying?
They're saying replace Brittany Sweeney with this guy. And that is what woke is doing. It's
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney. I keep saying Brittany. Sydney Sweeney. Yeah.
Oh, he's got everything. He's the amputee. He's promoting LGBT, right?
Yeah, double amputee.
Oh, wow. He's so PC. Okay, but I don't even know who Sweeney is. What movies has she ever been in?
I don't even know what movie she's been in. I really don't know. Logan would know. I don't.
Logan says he's never seen one.
But let me make this point here, because here's what's going on. And of course, this is falling flat on its face too. No one's buying into it, at least except if you're radical leftist. But this is on display, the Maoist cultural revolutionary approach that Democrats have been taking for years. It's not working anymore. The American people are up to the game. They're not buying into it. These jeans are going to sell like crazy. Sydney Sweeney is going to, revolutionize American Eagle. A lot of people hadn't heard of American Eagle except every once in a while in a little way.
Well, a lot of people
and now
never
it's
heard
gonna
of
be
Sweeney
common.
till now.
Well, he's behind the eight
Logan
ball.
says,
then, I
yeah,
guess.
they have. Just, I mean, your generation, Logan.
She is his generation.
That's right.
She's young.
Exactly. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, but you think a lot of my generation knows who she is, Logan? No,
I do. You're younger than me.
Yeah, but I already said that. You're like an icon of pop culture. You know it all.
Thank you.
You know all about,
I just wanted to hear you say that again.
Yeah,
That's the only reason I asked you to do that.
Yeah.
But think about this. The left has been on a Maoist cultural revolution for about 20 years now. It began in earnest during the Obama administration. It was going on beforehand. They are trying to restructure culture. They're trying to reorient the American story, the 1619 Project being one of the best examples of it. So
yes. Do you remember this one? This is what you're referring to, right?
That's
The secret of life lies hidden in the genetic code. Genes are fundamental in determining the characteristics of an individual and passing on these characteristics to succeeding generations. Occasionally, certain conditions produce a structural change in the gene, which will bring about the process of evolution.
Okay, now can I just stop and say right there? Number one, my daughter would never do a commercial like that over my dead body. Number two, she is talking about natural selection. Okay? I have not seen the Sweeney commercial. Is she talking about natural selection in the genes, Logan? Is she talking?
I mean, she's implying natural selection. They're twisting it into Nazi eugenics.
But in this commercial, she's actually talking about natural selection to great detail. Look, listen.
This may occur in one or more of the following ways. Firstly, by selective mating, in which a single gene type proves superior in transmitting its genes to future generations.
See, this is natural selection, but nobody was freaking out about back then. I'm sure the pro-family groups were freaking out, but I don't think this new Sweeney commercial, she's really getting into Darwinian evolution, is she? I mean, this commercial is getting into Darwinian evolution, is the point I'm making. So where were all these freaks back then? Oh, I guess they were probably only a few months old or in early elementary school, so I don't know. This is so dumb.
Listen, in the 1980s when that was filmed,
yes,
the Democrat Party, they had their radical leftists, McGovernites, but even McGovernites are actually a little bit more moderate than AOC. But the Democrat Party then actually still did believe in the country. You still had the World War II generation Democrats who lived through the war.
Playing, but you're right. You're right.
But yeah, so anyway, there you go.
Liberalism is a mental disorder, as somebody said. I think it's just crazy. It's crazy. Well, I'm glad there's the sanity of our show. And I'm glad our co-host, a pop culture icon, he knows it all. Have a great night.
You're watching Worldview 2, built on the 35 years of Worldview books, documentaries, research, high-profile interviews, and the radio and television broadcasts of